A normal Sunday afternoon at Cafe Solstice. This boy Kevin just got a message from the girl of his dreams. It seems to be going well. Until... when Kevin gets up to use the restroom, his computer is maliciously hacked by an assailant. Say what? She looks peeved. It's totally off. When Kevin returns, he finds things were not as he left them. His day is ruined. Thanks, Internet Security. So how angry would you be if someone hacked your account, took your personal information, and ruined your one chance at true love? Would you feel safe online? Internet security is a huge part of our daily lives and affects all of us. Currently, one of the most controversial security issues involves Facebook's privacy policy. Facebook, the world's most popular social networking site, allows friends and family to connect and safely share data online. According to Digital Buzz, 72% of people in the United States have a Facebook. Assuming we have 200 students in the class, about 144 of you should, in theory, have a Facebook account. The details of this site's privacy policy, however, are unknown by many users. To understand what happens, we need to understand that Facebook involves three parties. The three parties include Facebook as a company, the user, and the ad collectors. Facebook makes money by selling your information to data collectors that can assemble a profile of your interests and sell them to advertisers. For example, if your profile says that you like the Disney Channel and music, expect ads about Justin Bieber and High School Musical 4. Advertisers want to sell a product that is marketed strongly on your interests, and Facebook helps them create targeted advertisements. Recently, Facebook partnered with 4 other data collecting companies. These include Axiom, which focuses on court records and federal documents. Also, Datalogix, which focuses on American spending habits. Although we are constantly bombarded with ads, Facebook is refusing to provide information on how users can opt out of seeing them. The product director for advertisements on Facebook says, "It is ultimately good for the users. They get to see better, more relevant advertisements from brands and businesses they care about." When you look at it this way, there doesn't seem to be any harm from Facebook selling your information. If you like designer clothes, Facebook will show you ads on good deals for designer clothes. There is, however, potential harm from Facebook selling your information. There are also other parties besides data collecting companies that are interested in your personal information. Back in April 2011, Sony underwent a major security breach. The security breach involved Sony's PlayStation Network and the account details of approximately 77 million users. These details ranged anywhere from names, addresses, dates of birth, and even credit card numbers. Sony was aware of the break-in for approximately 1 week before the users were notified. Shortly after, Sony temporarily shut down the PlayStation Network. The outage costs were $171 million. This security break-in exemplifies a malicious form of invading a user's privacy. Cyber warfare is influenced by many factors. In the case of Sony, it appears unknown. There is a big controversy over who did it and why. Some people think that it was the hacktivist group Anonymous, while some think that Sony was covering up a flaw in their own system by blaming the group. It is also likely that a third unknown party was responsible. There are other instances, however, when the intent and people involved are a little clearer. In June 2010, a computer worm known as Stuxnet was discovered. It is believed to have been created by the United States and Israel for political intentions. Stuxnet was used to combat the uranium enrichment infrastructure of Iran. This cyber attack is believed to have affected more than 1,000 centrifuges in Iran's nuclear power plants. The computer worm is designed to force a change in the centrifuge's rotation speed. It constantly raises and lowers the speed with the intention of inducing vibrations that would destroy the centrifuge. The worm was spread by using an infected USB drive. The USB drive would be connected to a computer that belonged to a larger network and would eventually make its way to the centrifuge. This is another example of cyber warfare, in this instance taking a political form. Although it seems that Sony and Iran hackers are utilizing computers to do questionable things, however, there are certain hacks that have good intentions as well. Many companies often employ hackers to penetrate their systems. The purpose of this is for a hacker to find an exploit in the system so that the company can amend it. This way, the problem is found and fixed before somebody else can find and take advantage of it. Some companies even put up competitions and offer prizes to those who can find bugs in their system. Google, for example, recently offered a $3.14 million prize to anyone able to find security flaws in their Chrome operating system at a recent hacking competition. No winners were announced. Google is not the only one set on establishing a safe online environment. The government believes that it should have more access to a user's online activities to protect them in a more efficient manner. With security breaches and online identity theft increasing at an alarming rate, it seems that we might need someone to protect us. In 2011, the Cyber Intelligence Sharing and Protection Act was proposed. The law would allow the sharing of internet traffic information between the U.S. government and technology and manufacturing companies. This is intended to protect the U.S. from cyber attacks from China and Iran and ensure the general security of cyber networks. Opponents of the law argue that companies will be forced to hand over users' private information and allow an invasion of privacy. The law was passed by the House of Representatives and is currently stalled in the Senate. An informed person is able to protect themselves from the various threats that reside on the web. Understanding internet security is vital to the protection of your personal data and information. Hopefully, with this knowledge and the right set of tools, you will never end up like Kevin.